Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee.
And we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth.
In our work, we access the hidden and inner worlds that spiritual masters and shamans often speak of and innately know. It is in this world of spirit, or higher dimensions and realms, where ancient knowledge and healing takes place. What shows up is often transcendent to our human eyes and ears. Call them what you may, ancient masters, elementals, spirits, ancestors, helpers, guardians, or forces for good. The combined energies of all show up as ascended masters and guides when we channel, and they teach without religious dogma or structured belief systems.
What comes through is ancient wisdom and healing from spiritual masters across cultures over thousands of years from a space-time continuum.
We will be offering courses on and offline across a broad range of topics related to spirituality, consciousness, the cosmos, the higher self, your soul's purpose, and beyond. In the early days of our channeling, our spirit guides would come through every evening to teach. And over time, we started reading various books across the cosmos, from Hinduism and Buddhism, all the way across to Paganism, Shamanism, and beyond. We read every topic that you can possibly imagine on consciousness, spirituality, and the soul. Here's an interesting thing about the truth, and this is what we learned from our guides. There is no one truth. There's multiple truths because there's multiple realities, there's multiple probabilities, and there's multiple timelines.
Each truth is relative to a timeline and to a perspective of what the soul is trying to experience at this particular time.
This has to do with quantum realities and quantum consciousness. If you think about a quantum world, there is no past, there is no future. There just is right now.
As our guides have explained to us many times, we do not travel through time and space. We are time and space, and that is how we're able to be connected to all creatures, all universes, all people, all at the same time.
So in this quantum field of consciousness, our energy, our thoughts, and our intentions can connect to every living thing. In fact, it can connect to all consciousness. Teachings are really first and foremost about oneness, about interconnectedness, about universal consciousness, and that we are all part of it as individuals and as the whole.
The teachings really aren't very different than they were over 2,000 years ago when Yeshua walked this land. The teachings are truly about love and the connectedness with God or goddess energy. We are divine beings of divine light. What we decide to create, we can. If we want abundance in our life, we only need to intend it.
We focus on healing in a way that connects our consciousness, our thought patterns, our intention, and our fields of love. Some people connecting to a higher consciousness may mean meditating and sitting still, or it may come through when you do a yoga class. But for others, it may be in a more walking form, a movement form. I think a lot of people feel if they can't sit and meditate in a certain way, they're doing it wrong. So whether you are interested in connecting to your spirit guides or whether you're really just interested in quantum consciousness and to explore that at a deeper level, we'll be taking you there in our Study with Spirit series. What's unique about what we're offering is that every single week you get access to our spirit guides. We will be channeling online via Zoom so that they will come through and you can ask them questions. One of the things that we like to do is weave fun into our coursework.
Our spirit guides have always told Renee and myself that if you're not having fun, then what good is the journey? You must have fun in order to connect with them.
The key to connecting is slowing everything down. And by slowing everything down, we don't mean physically, we mean our minds and turning off the monkey brain that drives us. That monkey brain doesn't serve us when we're trying to connect to higher levels of consciousness. We'd like to be in a beta or a theta state, and that allows us to relax and simply be.
We will show you how to slow your breath down and to go from an alpha to beta and to a theta and then a delta wavelength.
Each week, you can track the progress of what's working for you and what isn't working for you. And the really great thing about this is when you come back to the table, you have access to the spirit guides that we channel and you can ask them questions. You can also talk to higher dimensional beings that may be on your spirit team as well. Because there are so many different realities and so many different yous in a quantum world, it's hard for us to get our heads around the fact that we're actually living simultaneous lives all at the same time. The most relevant thing is what you do here in this dimension, in this lifetime, in this body that you're inhabiting for this particular time. That affects everything else. It affects everything that you're connected to around your auric field and your energy field. And it actually affects other planes, other dimensions, and even the universe.
Think about it as being like a dominoes. What you do here will affect all of the other dominoes in the other places, in the other yous, the other universes.
The other interesting thing about the way that we channel is that depending on who's in the room, even the virtual room when we're doing Zoom classes, that is actually going to depend on who comes through, because you actually call the energies through.
Each soul is unique and has its own vibrational patterns and frequencies. Depending on what your soul is calling forth, that is what will come through Renee and myself to give you messages and to heal.
So that means that depending on the group, it's going to be different frequencies, different energies, and different guides that will come through, which always makes it exciting, and it will never be the same.
So come on the journey with us and have some fun. Explore.
For a private session with Renee and Anthony, and it was absolutely life-changing, to say the very least.
We can't wait to have another call with them.
They offer this lovely male-female balance, which is truly special and unique amongst other channels and teachers on the planet right now, and I feel very grateful to have them as part of my team.
Working with Anthony and Renee has been a wild adventure. It's like your faith and your beliefs become physical, right? He takes the metaphysical and makes it physical through his channeling. So now the Ascended Masters are available to have conversations with and to ask questions of.
What they provide is so desperately needed right now in this spiritually bankrupt society. What I witnessed with the workshops and the teachings that Renee and Anthony offer is their connection to spirit in a way that requires them to accelerate the healing of a broken society through spirit.
They have one of the most unique channeling styles that I've come across, because both of them are required in order for the channeling to occur, but only Anthony's consciousness is visibly altered.
Renee and Anthony have a wonderful way of helping you discover the answers to your questions yourself. It's a wonderful addition to doing any kind of personal work that you are dealing with and you are finding answers towards.
is to activate the individual gift, the individual soul, support it in what it needs, and in doing that, supporting the evolution of the global consciousness